Hey there. I want to continue with my series because I realized with the 2022 ending and 22-23 right around the corner, there's a lot of new laws that are coming out and that are going to affect employers as well as employees. I'm going to start off covering the ones that I believe cover a large amount of employers in California, which are employers who have five or more employees. In the previous one, I covered a designated person under the California Family Rights Act. In the same kind of vein, there's another one called AB 1949, which is called the Bereavement Leave. And this applies to employers with five or more employees. And one's a little tricky, and I'm a little concerned because a lot can go wrong for employers as well as employees who don't know any better. So any employee that has worked for an employer for 30 days can request this leave. Now, not traditionally, realistically, it is an unpaid leave, but an employer must grant this request by an eligible employee to take up to 5 days of bereavement leave. Now, it doesn't have to be 5 days in a row. It could be intermittent as long as it's within 3 months of the date of death. And it makes it an unlawful employment practice if an employer says no. That's the part that's concerning because employers can get themselves in quite a bit of trouble by saying no. And I understand that. You have a new employee, and I get that people do feel bad, but the reality is, if you've had someone that's been there for 30 days of service, now 30 days of service means that 30 days altogether, then they're entitled to this 5 days. So now, if you do have a bereavement leave policy, which I think a majority of the employers do if they have a handbook, which generally provides for 3 days unpaid, or if you have a vacation, or you have paid days, or a PTO policy, employers must allow an employee to use their paid days instead of making it an unpaid. So you cannot force an employee to make it an unpaid day. So if you have a policy now, however, having said that, if you have a 3-day policy that's paid and that's all you offer, the additional 2 days would be unpaid. You must allow an employee to take the 5 days. And again, it's intermittent. They don't have to take it 5 days in a row. People go to the cremation, people go to the memorial service, people do all kinds of things within 3 months. Yes, you can ask for proof by either some kind of funeral notice, announcement, card, some kind of post. Social media being so prevalent, it's pretty easy to document that. So, and I'm sure most people are not going to use this leave to lie about it. Now, I want to warn employers that because of this unemployment, it could be considered an unfair employment practice. You know, you cannot discriminate, you cannot interfere or retaliate someone for an employee for taking this leave. Could be potentially considered a protected activity. So, and you must maintain confidentiality. You cannot do a group text or on Slack or on somewhere else announcing, oh, I'm so sorry, gee, my X, Y, and Z new employee or this old employee of ours lost this person. This is considered health information. You must keep this confidential. So be aware. And there's also a bit of a twist. This is an interesting, California is trying a pilot program. Before someone asks for a right to sue letter and with the Civil Rights Department, they actually must mediate before they file a civil action. So there's some form of release for employers that have between 5 and 19 employees. There's a mediation pilot program. And as we get more information, since this law is going into effect starting the new year, I'm sure there'll be court cases, there'll be legislation, more definitions, and we'll definitely keep you updated as we find out more about this. Thanks, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Any questions or comments, let us know what you want us to talk about. My endeavor this coming new year is going to be trying to do these videos more often with more people, different practice areas. But I definitely commit to doing once a month, several different small videos. And because it could be breaking news, kind of like this, because I couldn't sit still when I heard all these laws that are coming out. And I'll talk about other laws that are coming up that are really, really important, can have a fundamental effect on your business. Thanks all.